right, what's up, JoJo?
What's happening, man? Back at it, you know?
Again for round 2.
Thanks for having me again,
yes,
too.
Yes, sir. The tale could not be told.
No.
One thing, one podcast. So, why don't you go ahead and, for the people that didn't listen to the last one or don't know who you are, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
What's happening, y'all? Judo Joe here, Jovanis Rodriguez, fighting out of Team Synergy. And, yeah, that's who I am. The one and only.
So why the fuck does everybody call you JoJo?
Everybody did that name stuck with me.
Just kind of did.
Yeah, actually a friend of mine, Brittany in Judo, she's like, what's your name? My name's Jovanis, you know? Mm-hmm. And she was like, just call you JoJo. I was like, JoJo? I'm like, okay, I like that. And it just stuck for years, you know, years.
Well, because I kept seeing how you're like Judo Joe, and I was going to put that on the flyer, but I'm like, everybody fucking calls you JoJo. So like everybody that knows you.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, whatever.
Either one.
But yeah, man. So welcome back, fighting out of Team Synergy. How's that going lately?
It's going great. We got a lot of like new blood starting up, you know, and this weekend there's actually a fight. There's going to be fights over there at Synergy, and it's going to be Hawaii versus Washington.
Interesting.
Yeah, and there's this I do believe it's kickboxing. Yeah, it's kickboxing.
I thought it was going to be like a kids event.
Yeah, it is. But we got 3 youngsters. We got Mathis, Henry, and Carter, and those 3 are like the youngest. We got like a 16-year-old. One just turned 18. The other one, I think, 17 or 18.
Okay, so not like little kids,
no,
but you know,
the teenagers. Yeah, the teenagers.
So. Early young men, women, age. Fucking
yeah. Already finished.
No, because we got the same kind of age group at our gym, and I'm like, they're just kids too. But if I'm like matchmaking, I'm like, all right, well, they're like pretty much adults. It's just weird.
Yeah, no, they're getting to the age too. You gotta treat them like adults. So, like Carter, he's 16, dude, but he hits freaking hard, man. And I'm like,
yep. Some of them kids that know what's up, they hit like grown men.
I'm like, all right, you're gonna hit that hard, buddy, then.
Yeah, I'm
hit you back.
Yes, exactly.
Hit you back.
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because I posted a video. This girl that's just moved up from Cali, and she head kicked me in this little video, and I was like, oh, I'll clip that and put that up for you, and then I proceed like come after her after the rest of the round. But I was like, some of these kids are fucking good. Like, it was surprising. I was like, ooh, I can't just sit there and play around with these kids.
We have some people that like our team that, especially the younger kids, they're like picking up pretty quick, you know. Yeah. And especially like if you come into, I always think this, like if a kid comes into mixed martial arts and he's already like aggressive, he's already ahead of like a lot of people. You know what I mean? He
has what you can't teach.
Right. Just that grit, like just I don't care, just start.
I love that because, well, if you can guide it, you know how like a lot of them are in there to I don't want to say to be the bully, but they're in there to find their way through that pecking order, and if they can't find the humility with it and they make their way out real quick, it's like I always say, you can't sprint up the mountain. You're gonna get about halfway and quit. You know what I mean? Right. And the people that are low and slow and learn and go, but have that drive that you can't teach, because there's going to be the people
that meanness.
Oh, the mean. Yes.
I have some parents
that a little bit though.
No, I have some parents. You know, they're like, I don't want my kids to do. At least some friends. I have some that they're like, I don't want my kids to go into martial arts because they're already hitting in school.
This is what my parents always said. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And yeah, you know, and I'm like, no, dude, you got to bring them in.
It's the other way around.
If your kid's mean at home, at school, bring your kids to practice. They're gonna find that pecking order you're talking about, and get humbled. Okay. Yep. And I'm not saying this to be mean or nothing like that, you know, but it's true. Mm-hmm. You know, and they also learn of where they could do it. Like, be that aggressive kid. It's a perfect place is the gym.
Well, and they find themselves, in my perspective, I mean, mainly as an adult, but they want to do better in class, and that's where their focus starts to be. It's like, I don't give a fuck about this outside, because, I don't know, it just draws your focus more in. It's more worthy of your time. Mm-hmm. Like, I was doing the same thing when I was a kid. I always tell this story. There's like a couple of the neighbors across the street. They're like a bunch of brothers and like one little sister or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And they always get in fights. Fucking, I remember I'm like, oh, I want to wrestle too. They're all wrestling, so I fucking roll him over, sock him in the mouth. And then so he starts crying. He picks him up and walks off. I'm like, where's everybody going?
Not wrestling, Zach.
And
that's not.
I didn't understand what was going on. I wanted to, you know what I mean? Like, it was just part of me. I'm 5 years old because they moved away when I was like right before I turned 6.
Yeah.
So the timeline is like right there.
Right.
So anyway, yeah, he's carrying the little brother in, and he's just like, nope, and he shuts the door in my face, and like, that's not how you play. You don't play fight like that. So I was like, yep, same thing though. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna teach you how to fight better.
Yeah.
Like, you're already being a little nuisance in the neighborhood.
Like, bring it to the gym though.
But then like, I grew up a little bit more, and I didn't really have enough confidence. Like, found that pecking order in the neighborhood, and I'm like, ooh, you know,
and that's
there's like some big kid, like
that's
grown
different.
kids, you know, and it's like, just, you know, would have changed things a little bit, but you know, get your kids into martial arts.
100%.
Even if they only stick with it for 6 months, they'll have an understanding of it and a better respect of it, and so will you.
There's some judo kids, and it's funny because I'm doing full circle, like being from a little white belt, little 10-year-old white belt, to like the sensei now, right? And it comes full circle. There's some kids that I only taught them for like 4 months, 5 months, and then I don't see them for years.
They come back
and
later.
Then they come back and they're like, hey, how's it going? Some of them I can't even recognize.
Right.
You know? It's like, I remember you always taught me these throws, all
that's
this.
Great,
and I was
man.
like, do this. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And also teach kids class, man, jiu-jitsu. And dude, it's a big class over that at FQ. Like, again, we'll have like, the max I've counted was 62 kids.
That's not even a big class. That is a fucking humongous class.
That's insane. It was insane. And it went from like ages of 4 to maybe 13, 14.
Right.
And a lot of the age group was like 4 and let's say like 10.
Okay.
Of like a lot of them, you know?
Yeah.
I think it was like 6.
Like 70% of the classes between 4 and 10 years old.
So that was kind of hard to manage. And I'm glad I'm glad we're managing it better, as like, we'll split the class in half now.
Yeah.
So I could teach, because my experience is judo, right?
Right.
I'm black belt in judo and jiu-jitsu, okay?
Right.
But I focus more on the throws. And then the other professor,
specialist.
Yeah, the other professor, Steven or Chris, they go teach like the groundwork of jiu-jitsu, and that teach the stand-up for the throws, how you get into the arm bars and everything. So that helped divide half the class and not have like 70 kids doing the same move.
Well, that's important. And I always say to teachers to learn twice, and not only like learning the technique or how to display it, but learning how to manage a class, learning how to manage a group, how to fucking speak, like public speaking.
Yeah.
It's basically what you're doing, and then having to entertain the crowd and keep those eyes on you, and not just
kids,
let them
man.
wander.
Especially kids, dude.
Worst.
They look over there. There's volleyball playing and stuff too. So look over there.
Picking their nose.
Yeah.
So we do the same thing happens at our class. Master Salhin runs it, and Ash, he helps out with the kids class and stuff. And a lot of the other instructors, myself included, we don't want a whole bunch to do with it because it's so chaotic. And now, yes, if there was more of us that could commit a little better, we'd have them branched off and doing more.
For sure.
But again, I struggle with the fact that I was raised with a dad that was in the military. So I'm not getting away with shit.
Right.
And that's how my kids' class is going to run. That's how my adult classes run. You know, like, you do the job, you don't show up late. Once you do that, you can fuck around a little bit.
Yeah.
Once it's kind of your off time or your downtime, whatever. But no, man, like, that's my time. If I'm coaching class, that's my time. You're going to listen. And then the parents also have a certain way they feel about that. All the time. I mean, about everything.
Parents, if you put your kids in martial arts, understand
that's my time.
The only time you're stepping on the mat is if you're doing it with them, okay? If you're there to coach with no experience, dude, that drives me
They don't
crazy.
do that with ours, but they'll occasionally they'll approach.
I've had some situations that I'm just like, with kids just being kids, they're running to each other. No, but there's one time, it was actually my first time teaching at Fitness Quest, like Judo program, and I had a bunch of kids, you know?
Right.
And there's one little boy, and this other little boy, same age, but the other little boy was freaking big.
Okay.
He's a little Samoan kid, you know? I guess the little boy freaking runs into him. Like they're sprinting, and then he like push him. Barely moves the kid.
Oh.
You know, but the mom saw that, and she got on the mat and she starts yelling at this little 5-year-old.
Ooh. Yeah,
and I'm like, just so you know, I have a big class, and I'm talking in the middle of it, and I like look over, and as I'm walking over, like she gets off the mat. So I tell the kids just to like do sprints or something, right? And I go up to her, I'm like, you do not step on my mat and just yell at a different kid, not even your kid.
Yeah.
So, oh, but they're messing around. I'm like, they're 6. You know, they're 5, 6, 7. Like, I expect everything, or like them hitting each other and everything, you know? I know that's going to happen, especially starting.
It's like trying to run a daycare.
You know? Yeah, it is. It is. In the beginning, it is. It is. Some of these kids have been doing it now for like a year, 2 years, so now you start seeing the growth, especially now that they're getting like every time a kid gets their gray belt or something or get promoted, I'm like, hey, just so you know, now you have more responsibility. Okay, you see all these little white belts, they're looking up at you. So if you're just flopping around, messing around, talking, that's what they're gonna pick up. And I always tell my students that.
I love that, because we actually have our promotions coming up August 9th. Yep. And the kids are about to get promoted. So that's the perfect time to implement this. So if you don't mind, I'm going to steal that.
Steal that, dude.
Thank you. All right. So
because they're really like, I tell them, dude, I told them yesterday, because they're goofing off, you know, the gray belts.
Adults too.
I think adults are way worse teaching than kids for me. In a way, I think I'm really good with kids. Honestly,
that's really good. But you have kids too.
I have 2 boys, that also do judo and jiu-jitsu, and but that does help me implementing, you know, training and stuff. My youngest is actually the hardest one to teach. Yeah, because he looks at me, he's like, "You're my dad. I guess you're my coach." You know, so I'm like, "Hey, Sal, get over here." And he looks at me like, you listen to me at home, dude, but for some reason in public, dude, my youngest, it's always that second child. My youngest is like, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
That's fucked up.
I have to bribe him different. He's way opposite than my older one. My older one, I can tell him he can do it. The other one, I'm like, hey, dude, I'll get you like some McDonald's after practice or something.
Be like, you know, I'm gonna teach your older brother to whoop your ass if you don't listen to me.
Older brother.
No, that's just me. That's how I'd be like, yo, we're gonna solve this problem one way or another. Like, I tell this story. Actually, I don't tell this story much, but my mom loves me, very caring. I'm an only child, very much like. So she tells this story about I grew up in Spanaway, and there's this place, Marketplace by the Kmart. Anyways, like 170, it's old school. Anyway, she says there's a little kid running up and down the aisle, and she thought it was me, so she snatches him. She's like, "What the fuck is your problem?" And the real mom comes over, and she's like, "Oh, that's my kid." Like, my mom realizes it's not me.
Oh, that.
Sees the other mom, realizes my hand is in her hand still. Like, I'm not running around. My mom just went mom mode, and the mom was like, "No, thank you. My kid needs to be locked up." like, so you see what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So fast forward, I don't know. I don't remember that happening, obviously, but like, I'm like probably 4 or 5, whatever. Fast forward, I'm like 10 years old. My mom's still making me hold her hand for out in public, bro. This shit's embarrassing, right?
I'm the only child. I was the only child.
Okay, so you get it. Yeah. So we're at the same area. We're at the Kmart. She's doing like back to school shopping. It's like that time of year. So I see a fat crowd of same age people, but a big crowd of just the kids, no adults. So there's like a couple of their older siblings walking them up. And it was so embarrassing. I'm holding my mom's hand, fucking walking right past him, like, Mom, like, okay, here's a couple things, like, be careful with your kids, like, take care of them, obviously, but, like, consider the fact that young reputation is still important. So, also, this goes for the mom running on the mat, fucking screaming at kids, like, your kid's gonna fucking feel embarrassed. You know what I mean? It's like, like my mom just, and in those moments, The mom don't see it like that. She's just pissed. She's just handling business.
And I get
or
it.
the parent. I don't want to see. I'm just using the mom that you said as an example. But.
Dude, it got worse though. With that, let me finish.
Oh, great.
Like, so that happened. I told her like, hey, you can't be doing that, right?
Yeah.
So I continued my class, right? I guess she went over there to the gym side, the lifting side, to the parents that weren't even watching their kid do any judo, right? They're working out, right? I expect the parents not to be in class. They don't have to be in class. Go work out. Well, she went over there and started yelling at the mom and dad of the other kid. With the parents not even knowing what's happening.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, and then the bosses come, Coach Ron, and then the boss for Fitness Quest, he comes too. And they're like, so what happened? I'm like, what? She went over, and they're telling me that she went over to the gym side. I was like, oh my God. It was just Karen moment, big time.
Obviously, a person that's that person's problem. That's the person that has the problem is the mom. Yeah. Not the kids, not the parents necessarily.
The kids are great.
Not you. That's what I'm saying.
Kids are doing good.
It was just a moment. The parent had a moment.
Yeah.
Okay? Parents, if you're listening, we get it. You have moments.
Yeah.
Just consider your kids as well. Consider the fact that your moment may cost your kids their time at the gym.
Yeah.
Because there was a mom, I'm not going to get into who, but she was asked to not come back. And then she just pulled her kid out after that. And it's like, the kid liked it.
Yeah.
He was in it for years and stuff. And she had an issue with another parent, something like that. And same shit, you know. But, oh, no. And it just sucks, man, when, like, you feel some kind of way, you get in some kind of a mood, and it affects progress.
Yeah.
It affects not just your growth, but your kids' growth.
Right, it can affect everybody's growth right there.
Yeah.
You know, I also think like, you also get parents that like try to coach their kid. You know, that's pretty annoying as well. It does.
Just people that aren't coaches coaching, period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yes, kids and adults are way different because that's the main person that you're going to listen to is your parents or have around.
Yeah.
Or whatever kind of guardianship you have. But when you're an adult too, same thing. You'll think about like the people that have been there for a year or two and they're trying to coach like the day one stuff. I'm like, that's not what I'm teaching.
I told the kid yesterday, actually, he was having a hard time doing a cartwheel. Okay. On the other side. You do cartwheel this way. Everybody got this side or that side.
You don't have to teach me.
I got you, dude. I got you. But I was teaching him, but like I was saying that, and then his dad, I don't know if he called him over. He looked over at his dad and he started walking to his dad. I'm like, where are you going? Yeah. And he's walking for him. I'm like, your dad's not your coach. No, come over here. Come over here. I'm looking at the dad. I'm like, nope.
You come over here.
Exactly. Dad walks up, take off your shoes, get on the mat. You know, if you have something to say, pull one of the professors off. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. Maybe I grew up in a dojo over there in Bishikon. Mm-hmm. Bishikon Dojo is my first dojo I went to for judo, and I was over there, Canyon Road.
We talked about this, the old Canyon Road school.
Yeah, that actually Marcelo Alonso.
Yep. Because that was the split, and now I'm in Fife, and you're doing your thing. So, weird.
Crazy.
Okay, go ahead.
But when I grew up there, we had about like 10 senseis, 10 black belts in the gym, and there'll be like 40, 50 kids. But that many black belts, so you had like your competitive side over there in the far corner. It was a pretty big space too, you know? And they had all the kids over here. So we had like that, like sensei for everything, you know? That's
good.
But when you have just one sensei for with that many students, that's when it becomes pretty stressful, you know. There's so much knowledge that you have, you know. I know a lot, and I'm very persistent and doing the same thing over and over again until you get it right, you know. What does that saying goes? Like, I don't fear the man that does 1,000 throws only one time, but that man that does one throw 1,000 times.
That's Bruce Lee, right?
Yeah.
Practices a move 1,000 times.
I kind of messed it up there, but yeah.
But no, it's so I hope I don't mess it up. But because I was just reading Bruce Lee, I've got a book called Striking Thoughts. I just finished it. It took me forever because I was just bouncing in and out. But it's like, yeah, it's like fear not the man that's practiced one move or 1,000 moves one time. Fear the man that's practiced one move 1,000 times. Like I throw the jab a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So I like the jab. I throw my right kick a lot too.
Yeah. I have some kids that are like, why do we keep doing the same throw? Some of the kids are like, why do we keep doing the same throw? I'm like, let me see it. I'll be trying to fix it, oh, this is a little mistake.
Right, and that's what's hard, I would say, about the longevity of martial arts, especially when teaching, is because you can always polish. And that's what you're doing is like, I don't have no new secrets for you. You want me to, we can mix it up, and that's what I do, but like, the front kick is going to be the front kick. The jab is going to be the jab. The low kick is going to be the low kick. There's slight variations on it, but that's another reason why I hate adding so much science into sports, because if you don't have the fucking basics down, fuck your science. Leave that shit for your recovery, not for your training. Like if you're so good at this one move, but you're lacking in a lot of other areas, you have to turn weaknesses to strengths in combat sports. You can't just play the strengths,
right?
Especially like defense.
No, definitely. I mainly teach. I have like 3 major throws in judo that I use a lot in like MMA, and that's like, I shouldn't say MMA. I use it a couple times in MMA, but like for judo, I have 3 major moves, right? And these are the ones I like practice all the time. It's like my seonagi, my morote, and I have a little slick, I don't even know what to call it. I forgot the name of it, at the moment. But it's slick, and it helps me out. And then in MMA, I have like 3 major throws that are completely opposites of that one. I have like my taios, my ogoshis, which is like a hip toss, and like my osotos.
I like your little hip toss because it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
one of them where you just kind of slap them and you kind of like trip them this way.
Yeah,
like shit's tricky.
Yeah, Peter Gunn to be doing that. You seen him? You seen him? He does that little step punch and it goes across the leg.
Yeah, I have to do some Muay Thai rounds with you one of these days, because I'm sure you'll like. I'll pick up some stuff in the clinch with you.
Yeah.
You need. G, if you listen to this, work with this man in the clinch a little bit.
She knows.
She just doesn't do it enough.
Yeah, I always sweet.
She's my homie. I'm gonna call her straight out.
Our G was getting ready for her kickboxing fight. And me, when I spar with somebody, I forget. Because I always grab, because I'm an MMA fighter, I'm
gonna do my sport.
So I kept catching her kicks, and then I'll like sweep her. She's like, I'm not, dude. I'm sorry.
My students will be like, can you catch? Because they don't want to do that. They don't want to be like, come back. Yeah. But like I'll catch them, like, can you do catches in kickboxing? Like, no, but I can. But I'll try to dial it back. I'll be like, I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? Or like I'll adapt. Yeah. But sometimes you just get in your flow state, man, and it just comes out.
If I know the throw's there, dude, even if it was
you're like, I'll still do it.
I was doing kickboxing or like Muay Thai, and the dude had me in a clinch, and I did a seonagi, Jap wizard, just turned around and just held it. I didn't slam him hard or nothing like that. He just tapped on the ground, but he was like, this is kickboxing. I'm like, my bad.
If I get flipped over like that, I'm gonna feel a certain kind of way.
You'd be surprised though. You're like, that ain't hurt though.
It was very effective, but I'm like, if I'm in the ring and somebody fucking tosses me like Ken Masters, I'm gonna be like, no,
like Ken Masters.
That the fucking
Exactly.
like, no, man.
It's fun, dude.
If I land softly, I'll get up and laugh about it. If I land anything but softly, I'm gonna be like, fuck no, I got a bad back. If it was like, if I can still go, we're going.
But dude, anytime you want to come to the gym,
guys,
spar,
I need to. We need to do like a cross. We talked about that, but just so much is going on with your guys' side and our side. We're fucking busy too.
Yeah. What days do you guys train?
What do you mean?
Every day.
I think Sundays we only do jiu-jitsu, but we're open 7 days a week.
Oh, okay, same as us.
Yeah.
Same as us pretty much. Yeah.
But we only have the Muay Thai and the jiu-jitsu program. So I know you guys are like have a large variation of what you offer. we're pretty strict on, not strict, but we do MMA style. It just only depends on mainly when people are in fight camp for MMA. So we didn't even do like an MMA class currently.
Yeah. You have anybody right now in fight camp?
Yes and no. So we've got Isaac Padilla matched for Brian Johnson Northwest Fight Challenge on October 11th. Yep, down in Centralia. I can't remember. I think that's the only person we currently have matched, but we are looking to match more people. But we did just have 3 guys compete at West Coast Fight Team Smoker on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Just they do those smoker fights. That was where I cut my teeth, whatever. Whatever they fucking say.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks before that, at Travis Dorge's at Redemption, we had Jagger fight for his Jagger Clearfoss, something like that. Sorry, Jagger, if I don't remember your name exactly, but he did really well. Got his win on his amateur debut.
Nice.
Against the good dude at Ivan Salivari's team up in Seattle. So his opponent was really good, stood his ground. Actually, he did the podcast the next day. So he came right over the next day, him and XJ. You probably met XJ, but maybe not. But they came over and did the podcast. So if anybody listening, check out that one. You'll hear him talk about it.
Nice. Dude, my first fight, it was actually Brian Johnson's card.
It's over a good there. Card to have your first fight on.
Yeah, I was over there in where did they used to have it? At that school. I can't think about it right now.
Lakewood.
Clover Park.
I was thinking Bates, but I knew it wasn't.
That was a cool venue because they had all the TVs. But I remember my first fight was there.
And I remember because I was trying to pull up pictures of you for the flyer, and I was like, maybe I'll use the one where you won the belt there, because it's Cage Quest still. That was Cage Quest was Eddie Blackburn. Or when they did a tandem for few fight shows.
Right.
Yeah. And I remember they did one with like Rampage Jackson was there, and I was like, oh.
I wasn't there for that one, but
what's up, dude? It's fucking. You know how like you meet pro fighters and like you don't get starstruck. You're just like, what's up, dude? Like I don't get starstruck. Maybe if I saw Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
that's the one I'd probably be like, oh shit, it's fucking Michael Jordan. Mike Tyson, but
Tyson's cool.
I do impressions of him, so I'm not trying to get knocked out like in that movie The Hangover.
You talking about me?
Yes, exactly. Be like, oh, my name's Mike Tyson. Be like, he's not behind me, right? You just pop up out of a bowl of rice and drop your ass. Fuck no. Like, I'm not trying to do that. But, oh yeah, this guy's fucking funny over here.
Fuck me.
But, nah, man, that was a good show. I liked it when they used to tandem, but I used to go. The first fight I ever went to as a spectator was Brian Johnson's card, and it was down when he used to do it in like Tumwater at the it was like Apex Go-Kart Arena, long time ago, like 2011.
Really?
Yeah, and one of the guys, he just started coming back. And so I tease him because I'm like, dude, I remember watching you the very first night I went. His name's Kevin White.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And a lot of people know him in the community. But I remember because, you know, the drunk people in the fucking crowd always yelling something stupid. I'm not going to get into it.
Dude.
I'm not going to get into the video. Everybody knows the video that I'm talking about, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the video. Okay.
No, I just mean to grab his dick and twist it. Like, that's terrible. Like, don't be that fucking guy. But anyway, somebody who's probably like related to him or knew somebody that knew him kept yelling, hammer, Kevin, hammer, like hammer fist. But he just drunk, just kept yelling it like the whole fight. I'm like, even during the stand-up portion, I'm like, this shit is getting old.
They're yelling stuff that's illegal. Elbow him. It's an amateur fight, dude. You can't elbow in the face.
You're just drunk. You're just drunk. Can you realize you're drunk and you sit down? Because there's a lot of people you probably don't want to be drunk around at these fights. Be belligerent.
Definitely don't pick a fight, an MMA fight.
So keep bringing up fucking Brian Johnson's, but I was down at the Centralia one, and I'm carrying the gear out after one of our guys' fights. Two dudes just going at it off on the right. I'm like, oh, it's just not something you see a lot of at the fights. But I'm like, both of these guys don't know how to fight either. I'm like, oh, bro, come on. Like, me and you start cornering. I'm like, all right, gotta slip the jab, bro. I'm like, oh, no.
Get your hands up.
Take him down. It's like a tackle, but grab the legs. I mean, just too. You have to spar like the brand new people, and they're just such babies, grown men. You're just like, oh, just push your head down like it's nothing to the floor.
Yeah.
Fold you in half, like you don't even know how to move.
Now that's when I really start sweeping people. When they're pretty new. It's like, sweet.
I like to beat them with footwork, just start moving around. They're like,
yeah.
But then here's the other one, is that beginner, like, I'm gonna swing for the fences. I fucking hate that.
I like those too.
I like those, but at first I'm
here's
like,
reality. Bing.
I better fucking cover up though, because like you get those people that are like, you put yourself in just an odd position or something, or they get that panicky thing. Then it's like, now I gotta beat up somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. Dude, and then I like chasing them out the fucking space.
It didn't help that our gym is like, we have a nice gym. I know we do, but that we have like the weightlifting side too. So you do get. We in the beginning, we had some muscle heads come to the gym, to want to spar, and definitely, of course, you got to be careful because they're big, and they're just strong,
Yeah.
Until they start swinging, they're like, never mind, I got you. I'm whooping your ass, bro. And I've seen it, I've done it, I whooped their butts, like.
Oh yeah,
because it's a reality check for a lot of these people.
Especially when you realize you're like, oh, this guy has no cardio, none.
Yeah.
20 seconds, and they're like, now you're in trouble. I'm gonna just start jabbing and moving, sticking and moving. You're gonna get mad and swing hard, and I'm gonna fucking turn it up too. Especially when I let the block land hard, let it in fucking bing, something, but.
And that's why I always test like people's like how hard they want to hit, and it's just me covering up.
Yep.
And then if you hit me super hard when I'm covering up, that's why I just look at you and like.
I get this big smile, like apparently I'm either I do the nod if I'm in like real mode, if I know the person, but I'll get less like, yep. But yeah. Well, some of the newer students will do it, and then I'll smile. Like I'm thinking of one of the kids right now, one of the twins. He's like, no, I didn't. Realize he fucking hit me. I was like, so I go from like I'm just moving side to side to where like I'm locked in and coming straight after you.
Yeah.
It's like different demeanor, different style of fighting.
Definitely. I've seen people. I've actually been there, of course. Like you're playful sparring, you're. You go with somebody else, mainly like new people from different gyms that are decent, I should say. They're kind of decent from different gyms. Yeah.
And you see the holes.
Right. And no, you start sparring, and because they don't know you and you don't know them, for some people, they just start swinging pretty hard. Start hitting hard. That's what I mean by like seeing the holes. You're like, oh, bro. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like, okay. And then you're like, all right, I can step it up too, bud.
Yep. I actually fucking love that.
Yeah, I try to tell the youngsters now too. I try to tell the youngsters, Mathis, if you see this, all right, Mathis.
Oh, yep.
Mathis,
Make him watch
young
it.
Guy. He's our young kid. He's nerdy. He just talks smack sometimes to me, but he's playful, it's playful. Like, you just wait, Mathis. You get playful, JoJo, all the time, dude. When I have reality, dude, if you're in the cage with me, it's a lot different.
Yep.
Whole different mentality, you fought before.
And when people bring it out, too. Or you let it come out.
That's way worse. That's way worse somebody brings it out.
Yeah.
That's way worse.
Because I'm like, so... Juan, I always talk about sparring Juan. I'm like, fuck, man, I don't like having to be this fighter anymore.
Yeah.
I like getting to work. Nope, he makes you go to war. Crew Jones too. I'm like, dude, I'm 40. We don't have to do that.
I love Juan, bro. The first time he went to Fitness Quest to spar on a Fist Fight Friday, right? Juan, just so you know, dude, I love you to death, but dude, he looked homeless, bro. He had a ripped up sweater, bro,
with a beard.
Yeah, bro. Dude, his hair was messy. He had a little beanie on, dude. He had some baggy ass pants, I think he had mixed match socks. Like, dude.
Sounds exactly like
dude, I'm like, who is this guy? You know? And I thought he was just some random dude from, you know, just comes to the gym, right?
Uh-huh.
And I look, no fight apparel, nothing. But then he's putting on his gloves, right? And I spar him.
Got some no-name gloves all the time. Not right now. He has some
Everlast.
No, oh yeah. I'm like, what the fucking brand is that?
Yeah, dude. And I'm sparring him. And I'm like, all right, just boom, boom. And then his jabs are pretty quick. Boom. I'm like, oh. Then his kicks start coming. I'm like, oh. And he starts kicking hard. He's moving. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, oh, this is not somebody. Like, don't judge a book by its cover, bro. Don't judge a book by its cover, dude. Juan was yeah. The first day I saw him, I was like, but dude, he put some. He takes pride on me.
He takes pride in being able to turn it up and going a little bit harder than you each shot. Cause I'm like, you don't gotta give every jab back twice as hard, bro. Just cause I got you with a jab, it's just a jab. We can work off that. It's like jab, bam, bam. Like I'm going home with a headache now. Thanks. I'm like, but
Juan's funny. Come on, young. Cool.
Yeah, he's all chill, bro. It's all love.
He's all chill. 100%.
Yeah, it's all love.
He's trying to make me better,
he's
bro.
Like, I think it's so like
I love sparring Juan though. He does bring out that that aggressive pace that you want.
He'll make you fight competitively. He'll make that competitor. What?
He'll talk at the same time.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
You know, some people, it's funny.
But we always say at the gym, go from working to bringing out the competitive side, and that's what he makes sure. Him, Crew Jones, myself. But I like to
Juan. You just start in the first 15 seconds, dude. I don't get it. No.
He should with your freaking 5-round Muay Thai style. It's all slow. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Start lighting him up. And he'll go at whatever pace you got. Yeah. Very traditional Thai style. Very strong too. But yeah, man, because you guys got a lot of competitors at your gym.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I feel so that's something that fell off with our gym for a little bit. I'm not going to get into all the nonsense, but there's always weird gym politics, gym shifts, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But our competition team kind of fizzled out after COVID. 2022, 2023, whatever.
A lot of people,
and then they spread out. G's with you guys. She was with us for a long time.
Yeah.
Darko, blah, 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 etc. But now our team's getting that traction back. And so we're bridging that gap. But having a fight level team, fight competition team, that's what gets everybody good fast.
Yep.
Not having when you have 2 or 3 fighters, higher level fighters, it takes so long to bridge that gap between when they first start, or even the beginner first amateur debut kind of level to pro level. It takes so much time and a lot of individual work. And what I always tell the guys in the beginning is, if you take this seriously, put in the extra time at the beginning, especially with your coaches, because once you know kind of what to work, what a good rep is and how it feels versus what a bad rep is and how that feels, you can really start to make your own checklist and work at that at your own.
I agree.
But if you're just kind of going through the motions as a beginner, you're going to make a ton of mistakes, not take yourself seriously as a hobbyist, as I always say.
Yeah.
And when it comes time to flip on that competition switch, you're going to have a ton of holes in your game.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, I don't say twice as hard, but it's going to be way harder to get those up to par. Especially if it's defensive or just kind of shitty technique, especially with the hands. We can dial in kicks, but you see how a lot of people in the beginning, they're really boxing heavy, Western boxing heavy, or at least I see that a lot. And so they really spread out their stance to be stable with the boxing stance. Start adding in kicks and especially checks off the hands, and they're slow to do it. They got to really have that big weight transfer and shorten that up. But that's why I love teaching footwork, stance. It's so
that
crucial.
Y stamp's easy to sweep.
All day. Sweep, leg kick. It's easy to beat with footwork, with your distance. Unless you're a boxer.
Yeah.
Because
my buddy Cameron.
Oh yeah, I'd love to get Cameron on here.
Dances. Oh, you should.
he used to be at our gym too, and he used to
Yeah.
jab the fuck out of me. Like, not see his jab until you see his jab start about here, and your head's doing this. I'm like,
dude, this fucker went. I think I'm gonna say it was 3-minute rounds. It wasn't 5-minute rounds because I'm gonna feel bad if it's 5 minutes. But for 3 minutes straight, dude, he is just jabbing the hell out of me. Just jabbing,
Mm-hmm.
the whole time. Jab. The only for that moment, I only made him throw a 2 once, and he got pissed. He was like, "Fuck."
oh, so you broke him out of what he's trying to work.
Right.
Forced him out of it. Yeah, what he's trying to do.
Sorry for those 10 seconds, dude. I was like, but for it was just jab. And then when the round ended, I'm like, you just threw your jab at me, didn't you? He's like, yeah. I was like, motherfucker, dude.
I do that shit now.
Yeah.
Especially like, I'll start with the beginner levels, especially on sparring. All right, like today's sparring, I'm been working a lot. Might spar, might not, but just working that jab and working foot. I'll start with just the footwork and defense and the eyes and distance, and then I'll start working the jab. But then, if I can beat him just with footwork, I'm only going to stick to one or two strikes. So that's where I like to polish, but that always happens at the beginner. But Cam is not a beginner.
It's just Cameron. I think a lot of people step back with Cameron because of his power. He definitely has
what the fuck?
He's the hardest hitter. I want to say in our team, like. Nobody.
He was the hardest hitter when he was with one of them.
He has knockout power, dude.
Yeah.
He has bricks. You know he doesn't spar with MMA gloves.
Okay. Just boxing gloves.
You can do MMA, he'll have his boxing gloves. He doesn't spar no more with this.
Okay. Well, it's probably to protect hands too, at some level.
Yeah, dude. All right. So what happened? Sorry, I'm gonna say the story. Okay. Armando, I'm sorry. I love Mondo. Mondo has this nice. Let me say something about him. He has the nicest footwork, cleanest kicks. His Taekwondo style, he mixes it so fucking well in MMA. It's incredible. Things I wouldn't even think of doing, right? But anyway, back to the story. Cameron and him were sparring. And this was like Mondo's first week at the gym, right? And they're sparring in the ring. And this is back when they were at South Sound. And Cameron throws something in his MMA gloves and clocks him right in his damn eye. His eye was shut. Oh, he was freaking shooken, dude. And we have him like sitting down. And he's just like, and then like Cameron felt terrible, you know. Mondo, I'm like, Mondo he looked horrible, and he had to get home. And like, well, we're gonna call your wife, Mondo. He's like, no, don't call her. Don't call her wife, dude. He sprung back up when we said that, dude. That was pretty funny. But since then, Cameron just wears boxing gloves for MMA because of that.
Okay.
And dude, this was
to not damage people is bad.
This was like 8 years ago.
Damn.
8 years ago, it was a long time ago. I've been a Mondo and then for a long time now. So it's like, yeah.
So yeah, jeez.
But those two are freaking hitters, though.
Yep.
They're good.
I remember sparring Cameron plenty of times and be like, fuck, this guy hits hard. But I see the backup part, because they say the same thing about all of our high level guys, like, because we teach the forward progress too. Juan, Crew Jones, myself, we're marching you down. And when you do that, when you're stepping into your punches versus trying to defend and taking that chin back, or even if it's any lean back, any progress going back, you're going back more. I'm gonna hit you hard. Yeah. Especially if you get one of those people that hits you a little too hard in the beginner thing, and then you're willing to really not pull your punches, start driving through. Closing the ring, closing angles. Yeah. So I always say, and this is something that we talked about on Saturday, Crew Jones and I, because so like when it comes to like the smokers at West Coast, there's a Mexican joint that's right down the road by the Safeway. So we like to go there and get like a beer or something, real quick, beer and chips, and we have like kind of like a quick meeting, like a management meeting before the fights. And because we'll have like a hour, and then we'll just go corner the fighters or whatever after this. So that's what we did. But one thing I was kind of talking about is we're starting to separate some of our fighters from the beginners a little bit. Not necessarily in like a you can't spar the fighters or you can't spar high level. Just go in the ring if you want your harder rounds. because that's where the majority, and then it's like stay on the outer portion if you don't want those hard rounds, and we'll work. And I'll stay on the outer rounds too when I'm just getting warmed up, because I go straight from coaching, which is like step like this, blah blah blah, a lot of talking, not a lot of working, because there's a big class, you got to fucking go around, correct all, you know how it goes, to straight into sparring class, since like, I have no warm up, so my first 3-4 rounds are a warm up, if not longer, because I'm getting older. But so I'm like, and you already know your warm up is crucial to your workout. Bad warm up, probably a bad performance. You know what I mean? So I mean, and that's more and more as the older I get, the more I notice it. But talking about separating sparring a little bit more for like, all right, this is beginner level sparring. So that's something I'm going to start actually doing in my class. The last like 20 minutes or so after our promotions come up, I'm going to start adding in a little bit safer sparring, or even what I like to say is like shadow sparring. So you probably know what that is, but like you're just kind of moving around each other. But situational movements and stuff, understanding where you're at in the ring, understanding your spacing, that you're backing up, that your hands are out like this, people shadowing the jab at you rather than the threat of actually getting pieced up.
I would say that's a good way to go as well, but I've seen a lot of people that just did that. Well, the good thing is you're separating it, you know, and the hard sparring's over here, all right, guys? But I've seen people that just do like that technical sparring, and then they come to our gym, or this was a gym that merged with us that had a group, right? And when we sparred on like Fist Fight Friday, that's our hard sparring. That's, hey, get your mouthpiece in and all that, you know? And they're throwing, and then there's just, it's like little taps, you know? And I have to stop them, like, dude, you have to hit me hard, okay? I have to like respect that jab, because if not, I'll hit you harder, okay?
I'm gonna counter right off of that.
And, you know, and it took some time for them to actually like get that, you know? And it actually milked some people out, like just weeding them out, you know, because oh no, fuck that. And even though they've been with that team for like a long time, as soon as they merged with us and found that that other part, they're like, oh, this is different, you know, because me, Cameron.
Well, you guys have the credentials to back up why you do these hard sparring, and that's where it's like, so for us, I mean, so Juan runs the sparring classes at our gym, so I don't run it, Crew Jones doesn't run it, it's his class, and we let whoever coaches has that class, like, that's your class, do it, you do it your way, and so it's not like we're trying to impose that with Juan. So like, I'm going to, because I teach the fundamentals right before that, so it goes from fundamentals to sparring. I wish there was a little bit more time to have an intermediate class between, just doesn't work out for Tuesdays and Thursdays. But me starting, because I like to do a lot of Dutch drills, which, you know, Dutch drills really help improve that situation, that pocket fighting, the power that's necessary to actually wobble an opponent versus them being able to absorb it. But adding in those situational sparring things, adding in light sparring at the end of my class, and that then being able to go into Juan's class warmed up with hopefully a little bit more confidence, or bridging that gap, because we do get guys that come in and just want to spar. They just show up for sparring class. And one of them's a big dude, I'm not gonna say his name, Mike DeBose. No, he's my buddy. So, but he comes in and he just does sparring on Tuesdays. I don't know if it's like scheduling or whatever, but he's a little older now. Back when he used to come all the time, he doesn't do it that often anymore. But he's big and he's good at, he does more karate style, and he can beat a lot of our beginners because they don't see that look a lot. So when they go and spar him, they're like, oh shit, and they do the backing up stuff. So it's like that kind of stuff. It's like we encourage, do those kind of hard rounds, even if it's hard pressure, do that shit in the ring. You know what I mean? Or do it like, because Tuesdays are our hard day. So that's when people show out. Thursdays a little bit less. We actually do a little bit more clinch on Thursdays. Saturdays a little bit lighter, which I need to take myself more seriously, because I've been noticing a lot of these little clips Master Sauhin keeps posting in, and I'm like, I can tell I'm in like light sparring Saturday mode. So I'm just like fucking around, hands are down, and I'm like, Oh, I got caught being light, going in, like you were talking. I'm like, oh. And so what do? I go right back into fucking.
Never mind.
Yeah, we're coming at you. So
I ain't nice like, no more.
And I'm like, okay. I just gotta get back to that in between for myself too. But you know, I go from like not sparring for 6 weeks because I'm holding pads so fucking much and teaching and coaching.
Yeah.
To all right, I got an opportunity to go spar, and now I'm like, I'm not crisp, I'm not sharp. I'm fucking older now, so I'm like throwing the jab shitty or whatever this. Or like one thing I noticed is I'm throwing my jab off my back foot to kind of like take the head off the center line. I'm like getting caught in the right. I'm like, fuck. So be ready. That's about to change.
Yeah, see, they're I'll snap.
But I think like because I was talking about your fight team being so high level. If you have people that are like day one, not understanding the difference between the two, they can take a lot of damage right off the bat if it's not coached properly.
Right.
So that's what we're trying to do, is implement a little bit more of that beginner sparring. Like, this is how you spar. This is why it's important to bite down. This is how you absorb a block on the shoulder. You know what I mean? Things like that versus. I hate the lean back, and I'll catch myself doing a little bit with the fucking, like, to lean back for kicks. Yeah. Or slip a little bit.
Lean back, but I have to return with something.
But you know how to, like, there's the rules and then how to break the rules.
Yeah.
And if you know how to break the rules, that comes usually at a higher level where you can play around a little bit. You understand the level that you're competing around. Yeah. And then you're like, oh, I'll break this rule a little bit. Yeah. But doing that too much gives yourself a bad habit.
For sure.
And it gives your opponent a bad habit to pick up on.
Yep.
So you gotta always be on it. And that's, as a coach, I'm saying that about myself.
For sure.
I'm sure you have that too.
Yep. There's always a time that I feel like the times I do bring my hands down and stuff is, again, I'm more playful and I'm comfortable.
100%.
But when I fight, my hands are up. But I do get to a comfortable state, like when I did in my boxing fight. I was in comfortable state that I had my hands down. I was boom, 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 and just throwing because I'm like, he's slow right now. I felt like I see everything. I could tell, and also.
But you have a high level of experience to know that, rather than somebody who's a beginner, overconfident and trying to play around with that with another beginner.
Yeah, if they're already doing this in the beginning, it's like, all right.
I was doing the Roy Jones on the bag the other day and then firing a hook off of it, and I'm like watching the video. I'm like, wow, I'm doing that really bad. I'm not gonna do that again. So, but like doing the.
I like that though.
It's fun. I'm just fucking around. Like, fuck around on the bag a little bit.
But you're experienced, bro. You're not a beginner. That's okay.
True. I'm not gonna do that against our higher level guys. Definitely not our coaches.
Yeah.
If you can pull something off against the coaches, that's one thing. Like, consistently, that works. But
what's the biggest thing my team really celebrate?
What?
All you fuckers do. When they foot sweep me, when they sweep me off my feet, dude. Everybody in the gym, freaking out, dude. Cameron caught me twice in one day really well, dude. I actually made a video of him sweeping my feet. I threw a kick and he checked it and then swept my other leg. It was beautiful. I taught you well.
I was just gonna fucking say, you know what that means is you're a good coach, and that if you can teach somebody to do it to you, or not, I mean, obviously the goal, I hate saying this because we have to be like this as a coach, the competitive side, but to make somebody better than you is always got to be your goal as a coach.
Yeah.
I hate that damage. Also, they have a bigger gap to bridge. Like, they have a fast learning curve. They're going to learn a lot quick if they're on a lower level.
Yeah.
Then you're going to learn at this level because you know your shit already. It's about keeping it polished.
Yeah.
Yeah. So them sitting there and studying you and how you do it, and then people who get you, it's like, okay, you're the prime example, like how everybody had to study Dominic Cruz for so long to finally beat him.
Right.
There's a lot of time to learn and watch.
Yep.
So that's good though. It's because I feel the same way though. Like, what coach that spars doesn't get hit or swept or kicked or whatever? Like, oh, you got coached with a jab? I'm like, yeah, I got hit. Like, this has never not happened. Like, I don't know.
I sweep a lot of people off their feet, you know, thank God, because of my judo. I have like quick little feet. And
I get it.
Yeah, I remember when I went to Juan swept me before too. It was on camera. It was like the last 2 seconds. I love the bell, dude. He swept the hell out of me. But I was pissed because that same round, I swept his ass too. Good one too.
Do you remember which sweep it was? Because I know he sweeps real well.
You know, I gotta find that.
He'd do the ones where he catches the kick, pulls it through and up.
Yeah.
And really sweeps the standing leg and really tumbles you through the air.
I think that's the one he got me with.
I'm like, he did that a lot during the COVID time, like you were talking about. I'm like, you fucker, I got a bad back.
Yeah.
I remember landing, I'm like,
I landed terribly. I landed fine, but it just looked bad. It looked like it hurt.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt. But I swept him the same way.
Mm-hmm. That's a nice sweep. I love those sweeps. People don't get, like, you just gotta pull that leg high, and they don't fucking. I'm already falling.
Nice tricky sweep that I saw it on like YouTube or something, on Facebook Reels like a year ago, and I was like, oh, that seems cool. And it's like you catch the leg, right, and you go to drop it, and then you catch it with the sweep.
Oh yeah,
you seen it?
Yep.
Everybody's seen that. Everybody's seen it. But dude, I'm
just
like,
timing. Yeah.
I'm like, does it work? Mm-hmm. And I was hitting it.
Yeah. If you hit the timing and really because I'll shadow box that shit for like at least a couple of days. I'm like, all right, this is how I'm gonna, because I'm working something right, and I'm gonna give it away until I can pull it off a couple times. Yeah. But same thing. I'm like, okay, this here, like watching the mechanics. I'm like, because that's how I teach. I'm like, step here, move here. This is like, nope, not enough. So I'm going through that with my head, but I love doing that. Oh, I got some stuff I'm working on right now. I want to get my students. You just jog my memory.
There we go. Yeah, today I'm going to hit a lot of foot sweeps on everybody.
Yeah, good. I mean, I might make that clip right there. Today I'm going to hit a lot of foot sweeps on, and then clip that, and then...
I'll record it, Dave.
Record it. We'll mash them up.
Yeah.
Be like us. I called it the Babe Ruth. Fucking Sandlot, boy.
And we're back.
We just took a quick break, ladies and gentlemen.
Little one.
Yeah, might look a little foggy in here. You never know. But anyway, so quick shout out to the homies at Muay. So,
little Karma Combat, Karma Supply right here,
And I always do a shout out to my team.
My team.
Suk Muay Thai.
Team Synergy.
Oh, gang signs.
You see the S?
Peace.
You see the S?
Yep. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. I know.
The super crew.
Yeah, man. We were saying a couple minutes ago, though, you guys have a really strong crew, man.
Yeah.
And being like one of the coaches of that, sometimes it
is cool, dude. There's different types of like coaches, right? You have like the coaching for like, I don't know, like cardio part, fighting part, or just in general being the coach. Mm-hmm. But then you have that cornerman coach. Yep. That's a different type of coach, because that's a coach that has to like adapt and change quickly in that what he's seeing.
It's all what I mean? Real time.
Because he's looking at you, he's looking at the fighter, and that's something that you don't have,
that's something that
you guys are appreciated, very.
That's actually, so that's what I am now, and
me too. It's changed, dude.
And Crew Jones taught me that. This guy's my mentor, so I talk about him all the fucking time. I'm gonna have him on the podcast here one of these days. He's just hard to nail down.
Yeah.
He's a busy guy. But anyway, like, he's reffed he says like thousands of fight or over 1,000 fights, and I don't doubt it, because like that, you reffing all night, like over and over. And anyway, he's done a bunch of that. He's cornered more fights than he's reffed, I'm sure. He's taught me basically everything in that regard, and our team is doing quite well. I mean, shit changes, people win and lose, but consistently growing, competitive at every show, if not dominant. just like you guys are, like that same kind of growth. And being in that coaches, and to your point, thank you for saying that, because cornermen, dude, like if I didn't have Crew Jones in my corner, I can't say like I don't have like some huge fight record, but like I would not be the same person I was in and out of life, dude. Like just the things he would tell me, and now I get to pass those messages on. Like I'm taping hands, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna go in there. It's okay to have nerves. Like you're gonna get hit. You're gonna hit them right back. You're gonna get kicked. You're gonna feel this pressure. You're gonna feel the crowd. There's gonna be a lot going on. But I need you to cycle that right in and focus on what your job is. Just like when I tell you you're hitting pads, your job is not to feel tired. It's not, your job is to overcome all of that and complete the job. Okay? If you're doing pyramid kicks and you're dying, doesn't matter how tired you are, now you're counting the cost, not what the outcome has to be. And what that takes to get you here into the fight needs to get you through the fight. I always refer to the customato thing where I say like fire. It can burn your house down or it can cook your food. And that's what your nerves are. And your nerves in there and you're super nervous and you're not sure what's gonna happen, that's like a fire that's about to burn your house down. You're gonna be fucked when you go in there.
Especially first round.
If you're like, oh, I'm gonna let this make me fast, let this make me first, let it kind of tap into some sort of primal state and let it make me more aggressive, more of a predator in the fighting game. You know what I mean? I hate the word predator outside of the movies, because like we talked about some other stuff, some creeps out there, and that's the word I use for them. So I don't usually branch off for that shit.
I get it.
But when you're in there in a fight, like having that that understanding in that moment, and having a good cornerman,
someone to yell out that you can listen to,
listen to.
That's another thing. Not everybody can be a cornerman.
Trust. That you trust enough to go. And I never had a bunch of confidence when I first started fighting. My confidence came from my coaches and my work. And he was like, you've done everything you could do to get to this point. If you're doubting yourself at this point, you didn't prepare enough, or we didn't prepare enough. And it's like, this is too late to think about, you want to throw this, you want to throw that, you want to do this, I want to throw this combo, oh, this is what he's doing, I want to do that. All that should have been worked out in fight camp, you know? Like, now's your time to fight.
And you also need that the voice, because I know few people done this. Some of my teammates like just grab somebody randomly to corner them, you know, that they're not the best suited for it, you know. I have teammates that I train with all my time, my whole life, you know, and not because it's not bad or anything, but I wouldn't want them in my corner. I have my 3 corners now is like Cameron, Nick, and Coach Ron. It's been James, Ron, Cameron, Patrick. You know, Cameron and Patrick work together really well with cornering me. Nick does really well with Ron. Like they're all do really well, you know. But I need you guys also in my fight camp for me to even consider you into my corner.
Exactly.
You know. That's when you have to properly pick, and Coach Ron tells all of us this, you know, especially the new fighters, like your corners are the ones that are there with you, that are talking to you. Like there's only a select few could be corners, you know. I see people being corners and they're like freaking out more than the fighters. Like, bro, calm down.
I get loud, you know? And I'm like this, but I need to. No, I noticed that I was saying a lot, and I'm like, all right, like start separating my messages a little bit better. But
what helped me was coaching Judo. I was coaching that, you know. That helped me a lot. But dude, I'm the type of coach. I'm like, come on. Dude, I'm getting off my chair. I'm trying to show the throw to like the students, you know.
I have to. I struggle with not overpowering Crew Jones. Because I get yelly. I'm like, yo, fuck no. You like forward. No, step into the jab. Nope, circle. But like but that's how I am as a coach. Because I'm like you said, it's only Crew Jones and I that run the fight program. No disrespect to like Juan is still a competitive fighter. He helps fill the void. Master Sauhin is the Ajan level. He's the top. He coordinates how to teach. He coordinates the program, the Streets of Muay Thai program, essentially. But if you look at like Thai style Ajans, they're basically like the big boss. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He teaches his own class and stuff like that, but it's like our job is to get the guys ready so that he has the autonomy to be able to do that. Plus being a foreign man in America and being older, not being accustomed to American culture, didn't really pick up the language very well. But so getting back to it, Crew Jones and I are the fight team coaches, and he wasn't available to coach the fight team for about the first year and a half when I was. Mm-hmm. So I had to draw one of my friends, Brian Mejia, my buddy. I drew him in because I trusted him, and it was like, yo, he's more of like the go-get, like the gopher, like the right-hand man. He's like, all right, I'm like, oh shit, I need tape. He's like, boom, I need scissors, boom. He's handing to me like,
that's it.
Well, it allowed me to kind of play my role better without having to like pause, so I could continue those messages and those things. And he was very analytical, but he would not yell too many things unless I would specifically be like, yell. So he would tell me things, and I'd be like, damn, that's a good fucking point. So I knew he had that about him. That's so good. Brian, if you watch this, man, I always appreciate that. But that was Brian Mejia, one of our students, somebody I worked a lot with. And I worked with him on pads and with him in his fight camp. But in fight camp, it's me and Crew Jones holding pads for him. Like, that's the majority. And then coaching you how to do your fight camp outside of just pad. Because, like, we tell them that pad work is extra, but it's what we really try to add in. So your extra is going to be, like, an extra fight camp level. But how to do strength and conditioning, how to hit the bag, how to shadow box, how to think about going through all these things, developing the IQ, angles in the ring. Is this going to be in a ring or a cage? If we have any film on this person, which we don't go too heavy on, we try to focus on what we do well. But adapting to each individual fighter, because you're going to be a different fighter than I am. So as a coach,
some have different ways of like coaching.
Well, and coaches are different. Like I'm the one that's like, I want you to have the best technique possible because we can minimize mistakes. And the less mistakes, you're able to go ahead and push harder. Now, Crew Jones is the one that wants the most cardio, which I'm like, I don't need to worry about implementing that because he already does, though. So if he's already implementing all that hardcore cardio and the fast-paced pad work, the 1-2 speed back to, like that kind of stuff, like boxing speed pad work. And I do the same, but I'm holding a lot of kicks, a lot of Thai style, and a lot of technique. Putting that combo together and then coaching them how to approach running, how to approach your bag work. So I used to always say, something that I picked up is I'd go for a run sprints, right? And I would pick a distance that's much like, all right, I know I can sprint to about this distance, this position, like the street pole or something like that. So I'm going to pick something that's 100 feet past that and force myself to continue to sprint no matter what. But like rewiring your brain to do that like every single day and then passing that on, like this is how you have to implement it. And so, I mean, diet, everything comes into it. Like, if you're gonna
diet.
If you're gonna fucking fight for us, like, be on our competition team, you're not gonna be fair weather. You're not gonna be in and out of the gym. It's just not gonna be enough.
I sometimes go up to like Coach Ron and be like, hey, I feel like you should pull that person out. Personally, I know I'm not the coach here, but I haven't seen him train. I personally went up to the coach. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of the snitch.
You're a coach too, though.
That part. Yeah, no. Exactly.
No.
But also for like people's safety too, man. Like,
ain't no snitching when you're a leader.
It's true.
And that's the hard part.
Malik always be like, team captain.
But that's what it is. So I always say, as a leader, you have zero excuses. You have no excuses as a leader. And so if your excuse, or if this person gets knocked out, and you can look back and be like, damn, I didn't go to the coach and say like we should pull him out, that loss could fall on your shoulders right there.
You got a point.
And so ain't no like, this is not fucking street. This is not like snitching on your homie that's about to get locked up for something he shouldn't. This is not that. If I'm going to provide the best leadership I can, I have no excuses, and that means you don't either. So like, me letting you get a pass or whatever, falls on my level of accountability. And I'm not going to sacrifice my accountability or my integrity for anything. And that's something that the fight team knows, and they will fucking get behind every time. And now they keep each other accountable. Because like Coach Zach ain't going to fucking put up with that, dude. You better get up and do something. Crew Jones ain't going to put up with that. You know? And so that sets the standard across the board.
Right.
Just like when you go into sparring and be like, oh, you think you're going to get away with that in sparring against this high level guy? Like, it provides us that avenue to have that voice, man. So ain't no snitching. If anybody, don't ever fucking think that. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. That came from the heart. Yeah, I like that, bro. I was like, okay. Got it, coach. Damn, I felt like a student right there. Good shit, bro.
This ain't the street.
Love that, bro.
I ain't gonna snitch on my homie that just let the cops pull him over. I'm like, yeah, you just smoked a bunch of weed. I ain't gonna fucking say nothing.
Shit. No, that's how I'd be like, Coach, you should check his weight.
No, the easiest way, go get the scale out of the bathroom. Like, we're all weighing in front of everybody right now.
Dude, Coach done that.
Pull it out in front of everybody. Be like, this is the exit toll. Like, if you guys leave in the gym, we're writing down your weight. Coach JoJo's going to have the clipboard and the pen. Your way to get out tonight is the weigh in. We're going to know. Oh, you don't want to?
Yep.
Well, why do you not want to know? Because you're part of our fight team.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like, where's the accountability? Like, are you hiding something?
For sure.
Tell me now before you step on there.
Got a lot of my teammates all fighting, and then, you know, we got to check our weights.
Hopefully all these teammates watch and get to hear that, because...
Dude, September 20th, I'm fighting on Koga over there in Taylor Casino. Check it out, all right? September 20th. All right, doors open at 6, I do believe. So fights start at 7, and ready to scrap. But I got to get down to 135, right?
What do you walk at?
I walk around like 160. I've been bouncing between 160 and 165.
Okay.
That's September, you know? I got some time. It's a drop. And it'll be my first time dropping 35. I always fight at 45, so this is my first time dropping 35. So it's going to be a big challenge.
Is Dylan still training with you guys, Potter?
Yeah, actually, I just cornered Dylan this past Saturday. Congratulations, dude, as he won against Ryan Bailey.
I know he's good at cutting weight.
He's fat now, dude. Not kidding.
But you know how to fucking be like, I'm at this weight, and I know how to come down.
He said maybe 205. He said maybe he's going down 205. I'm like, all right.
Damn, that is bigger, because I fought him at 190.
Yeah, see, he's not.
But he was like 18.
He heavyweight now.
19.
Nah, he fight
20,
now.
something, I don't know. I was like 27.
Yeah.
26.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dylan. That was a long time ago. Long fucking time ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was one of my last fights.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Fucking ugh.
Yeah, he's still a dog.
I don't miss fighting, to be honest. I do. Like, every time I'm there, I'm like, fuck, I miss fighting. Yeah, bro. But you know what I don't miss is all the injuries and all the things that would make me fall apart. Like,
but when you fought, did you just do kickboxing? Yeah? Dude,
kickboxing, Muay Thai.
Yeah, I heard that gives like the most. It's definitely not forgiving. Like,
no, bumps, bruises.
Right, it's pretty like hard on the body, you know.
It's hard.
I started with MMA. I started with Judo.
That was my plan,
grappling and everything, and then I did MMA. And MMA, of course, was grappling. So a lot of my like amateur career, I fought, and a lot of finishes were by like submission. You know, I'll take him down, boom, 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 take him down. So I'll be like less injuries. But I fully imagine me just doing kickboxing and just getting my fucking.
I basically treated the entire time I was training like fight camp. So like not leaving fight camp. So, and that's how we came up. The regimen was stay ready so you don't have to get ready.
Yep.
And so we would do these morning circuits that were super intense. Would run all the fucking time, do class as much as I fucking could, schedule permitting for work.
Yep.
Supplement when I couldn't make it there. I'd supplement with whatever else I could. I used to do 10 rounds of shadow boxing almost every day, you know, and like so you're crisp, you're sharp when that was the point. But it was hard to sustain, man. Like, you know, you tweak your wrist, and then this fight dropped out. Okay, so now 4 weeks later, though, you see how many fight cards pop up. 4 weeks later, I got you matched on this one. Yep. So now instead of going on the downtime, You know, and that'd be like week of this fight drops. So you just did an 8-week fight camp for nothing. Oh, but we're going to add another 4 weeks onto this fight camp because we got 4 more. So your peak level is trying to do this and trying to maintain all that.
It's exhausting.
And to that word, I could not remember a time when I was actually fighting where I was not exhausted. Or not sit down and be like, or stand up and fucking get lightheaded and shit. Like, I could not remember a time. And I'm doing everything I can to put in like nutrition, like eat right.
Yeah.
Get my macros, get enough water. Fuck, because I'm a sweaty guy.
2 gallons a day and
yeah,
shit.
like, well, and electrolytes, like you're adding salt to your water and shit just to keep it up. Or like, I used to stay away from carbs and shit because I'd constantly be cutting. So like you don't have as much energy. So it was tough, man. Fucking used to put in hardcore, but like
right now I've just been like consistently of like just eating protein. I go on like kind of like a keto carnivore diet. I get kicked on, you know, for when I'm like cutting weight, especially like closer. So I'm trying to hit like high 50s like this week.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to cut weight with our Armando because he has a fight coming up August 8th over there at Angel of the Wind Casino's Landon Showalter show.
Oh, War?
Yep, War Kickboxing.
War Kickboxing.
So he's doing a rematch with McKinney.
Okay.
So I'm excited for that.
So you're gonna try to get your weight down the same kind of time, huh?
Yeah. At least get down there because you drop it down to 140. I told him, I'm like, bro, I'll cut with you, dude. I'll cut with you.
So I was gonna say that teamwork, even just cutting weight, like having somebody to kind of buddy up with, that fucking helps. Support system, man.
I do not like cutting weight with anybody though when I have to cut weight now. Okay.
Cutting weight sucks.
My team, no. But it was, I'll tell you this funny little story though. It was like me, Junior, Malik, Jonathan, and I. And all of us 5 were cutting weight at the same time.
Oh, yeah,
talking about little pissy bitches. Me especially, bro. I'm super nice, right? Dude, when I'm cutting weight and I'm like, dude, I was getting angry at everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Malik was cutting weight.
Same.
He's next to me in the hot tub just like this, you know. Malik talks super low when he's cutting weight. Super low. He's super loud, but when he's cutting weight, he has that low.
Not using any energy.
Any energy. And dude, he's like, what time is it, JoJo? And I'm like looking at the time, I'm like, we got 3 minutes left. 5 seconds go by. What time is it?
Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
It's still 3 minutes, dude. He's like, time goes by. Says it again like 30 seconds later. I'm like, Malik, I don't want to be in here as long as you do. But here I am, all right? We're both cutting weight. Stop asking me about the time, dude. I'm getting mad at him. I'm getting mad at Jonathan. They did a video in. It was for my first pro fight.
Oh, yep.
Against Pollard. And I had to go to Clearwater Casino to win, right?
Yeah.
These guys just had to do video in. And they, at first, the plan was them go with me and all of us way over there and enjoy, right? But no. Video in was earlier. So they're like, oh, might as well. We have the scale right here, blah, blah, blah.
That's whack.
And I was pissed.
It was earlier and you didn't have to drive that far?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah. And they wanted me to drive because I looked the most comfortable freaking lights cut weight. And I'm yelling at Jonathan. I yelled at Malik again because he was like, hey, is that okay if I go get some water from Walmart? I'm like, I don't give a damn what the fuck you do. All right? Do whatever. Malik was like, what? Malik didn't even know what was happening. It was my buddy Jonathan like changed the plan. I was so pissy, dude. So pissy.
I gotta tell you a quick story about cutting weight. I'm in the, because I used to go do a lot of my strength and conditioning at LA Fitness in Puyallup. And I would be in the sauna cutting weight for my fights. I go from the sauna to the bike. Yep. And I would wear the sauna suit inside the sauna. Just, it sucked. Ugh. Or I'd put it on real quick.
Shivers.
When I would, not always, but I would put it on when I would come out a lot of times. So like I would switch back and forth. So I'd switch it up. But so I could like hit the shower with it hitting the sauna suit and kind of cool off, and I'd go ride the bike for like 20 minutes. Anyway, I remember, like you get the old men in there. They're like, fucking whatever. Anything, dude, anything would set me off. This motherfucker was drinking water, and I could hear him drinking it, and I was like about to snatch or slap that water bottle out that old man's hand. And so I was like, I just need to get up. I was like, I need to get out of here. Because I was about to flash on this old man for drinking water in the sauna. Yeah. Like, oh no, he doesn't know. So I say, I've heard this about said to me about myself. She's like, that is like, this is old girl, long time ago. She's like, that's how I get on my period. I'm like, yeah, don't fuck with a fighter. It's like a woman on their period. When they're cutting weight, she's just like, just fucking water out of my hand.
Yeah.
I fucking drank that shit in front of me. Like, why did I do that? Like, all right, I'm low on everything. I'm low on fuel. I'm in starvation mode.
Yeah.
My brain is eating itself right now. I'm depleting myself. I'm not even on the hunt right now. Like, nothing's even going to get better for hours and hours from now.
Nope.
Like, you don't want people around you. You don't want the dog around you.
Dude, I got 2 little boys, bro.
Ooh.
Mateo and little Sale. I love you boys, but man,
that's got to be torture.
It is, because they'll come up to me. We're hungry. I'm like, I am too.
Yeah, because you're not trying to be that guy to anybody. You're just like, bro, you can't starve a human being or let them starve themselves and ask them to be normal.
No, they eat good. They eat good. You know, I
know what I mean. You like cutting weight. You're starving. You're cutting weight. You're not in a normal state.
We in this together, boys? We in this together? They're like, no. We want our fruit snacks.
Yes, exactly. And then you just look at them fruit snacks like, I would devour those. Like, one won't hurt. Yeah. Like, yeah, it will.
Yeah.
It'll fucking lead to something else.
But that'll be me for this fight for 135.
Who's your opponent?
Hector Lopez, I do believe.
Hector Lopez,
Koga,
September 20th. Fighting at 135.
35.
Yep. Shout out to Joe and Omar.
Yep.
Joe and Omar show some love. We shared when Malik came on. Malik and Johnson, you know.
Yeah. Malik fights September 6th.
Dope. What show was that?
That's going to be Koga as well. That's going to be at Clearwater Casino.
They got back-to-back shows?
Back-to-back shows.
That's sick.
Yep. So Malik fights the first of that month, and then right out a couple weeks later, then it's me.
That's going to be sick.
Yep. And then we got Mondo fighting August 8th. And then also August 23rd, you already know, it's going to be that show. Karma
23rd, 24th. It's one of them days.
It's 23rd.
It's 23rd. I'm sure
it's
you
23rd.
know that.
I do. It's 23rd. Now you're making me second guess, but
Karma Combat.
Yeah.
I love the medal. Do you see the fucking actual medal?
I love the koi fish, dude. That's so sick. But you know, we got a lot of teammates fighting there. We have a bunch of teammates. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna name y'all all. All right, because there's a lot. You can name
some of them if you want. I'll be the ring announcer and co-commentator.
I do believe Nick Tarabucha's fighting. Mad Maddie's fighting. Who else do we got? I think Henry. Oh, dude, a special one. His name is Ryan. All right, I'm sorry, I'm biased. All right, because he's one of my judo students.
Okay.
All right, he's a brown belt in judo, and he has really good striking. Surprisingly, he did striking before, and none of us knew. And he's like 6 foot something, 6'1", lanky kid. But dude, he's fast. He uses footwork. He's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu, brown belt in judo.
Okay.
So
wow.
He's like kind of like me growing up, as in like I had those styles, except he's just a tall, lanky version of me.
And if he has striking already, that's good.
And we've been trying to convince him to fight. It's different when the student comes up to you and says, "I want to fight." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." But when you're trying to be like, "Hey,"
when you're trying to coax him,
come on, you should fight.
You're ready. You should
fight.
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't know about it." So Ryan's going to be fighting that, and that's going to be his debut. So that's pretty cool. I do have a kid named Nate. I don't know if Mathis and Henry's going to do it, but it's going to be a big card, and I'm actually pretty excited for it. You know, you're going to be the announcer. I don't know what they're going to have me doing. I'm either going to be cornering or checking people in, like, all right, who's up?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. Running them up.
Yep.
That's dope.
Which I have fun with it.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know I've been practicing. And now.
Dude.
I'm going to have some fun with it. Fuck around.
So I'm excited for that. So like this year, just start off like in August, and then September is going to be lit. And then following up after that, you know, I've been trying to get fights in, whether if it's boxing or MMA. You know, I was supposed to fight on that Dylan Parter last weekend, you know, or this past weekend. But the opponent didn't take the fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
They're probably scared of me. To be honest.
It happens. Some people, you never know. You never know why somebody doesn't want to take a fight.
You saw the last boxing fight.
Is it the same promotion?
It was Arena Wars. Arena Wars.
Not familiar off the top of my head.
They have a big showing like for kickboxing.
I follow a lot of shows.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shows. I like that. I like that there's a lot of shows.
Yeah, it's more increasing, more coming, and it's been awesome, especially for just expanding like all the fighters, the community, like you said.
Do you remember when back in like the mid 2000s, there was like 3-4 shows? Maybe 5, you know what I mean? Like there's more, but they're just not as weren't as frequent.
Right.
Now they're all the time.
Yeah.
There's competing days, you know what I mean? Like, like because you said September 6th and the 20th, so you got Malik on the 6th, and then you on the 20th. Yeah. Brian Johnson, no, that's October. September.
Oh, Malcolm as well. Malcolm, I see you. You know.
Okay. There's just fight cards coming up left and right. I love it.
Back to back.
So
and it's awesome that this is my first year ever in my career doing MMA for so long that we had back-to-back fights like this. It's insane. Like I was telling you, like a lot of times like one fighter would do a fight and he'll disappear for like a month, 2 months, 3, and not come back. And but this year we have consistent amateur and pro fighters. That's cool. So we have like an upbringing of amateur fighters now. Some that we might see in pro in 2 years, in a year or two, especially how consistent they've been. And that's why I'm trying to stay consistent as well, because I'm excited. It's
kind of like just having that well-oiled machine, you know? And
I don't stop training, so why not? I just gotta diet better, That's the biggest thing, just diet better.
That's what I've been really good on lately, but it comes and goes.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say is having like a good pro set in your team and then a good strong amateur set, like that's a good breeding ground for the next generation every time. It's like, you lead by example, you see by example, and that's what I always say as a coach. And tell all my fighters, all my students, you never know who's looking up to you.
Yep.
So do your best when you're there, especially like you never know when like.
And sometimes spark something in the coach too, in a different coach. Like.
Oh yeah, I'm always.
I'm say Nick, because Nick's my boy too. Like Nick, he's getting an itch to go.
Oh, there you go.
Go back fight.
I thought he was.
Yeah. We haven't had something on the paper yet though, but he's he's definitely thinking about it. And I'm like, dude, you're in the perfect team for it, because we have a lot of active fighters, and even the amateur guys can still give you good practice, you know.
And he's got to strike with the iron's hot, because take it from me, man, like the gap between 35 and 40, especially like when injuries fucking add up,
right?
Like I don't know how his injury situation is, but mine was fairly significant, especially with my lower back. Man, just getting back in the flow of things like I am now took like a year and a half to fully go from like just holding pads and being beat up all the time and shit. I mean, obviously like Nick is a lot more polished. It wouldn't take him that long, but you don't want to fall off and then or wait till you're 38 and be like, oh, I should have done that.
I keep telling Nick, I'm like, maybe I'll get him to spar today, but he told him like sometimes as a coach and also wanting or being an active fighter, to give that time to yourself to just be like, hey, I just want to be the fighter, it's sometimes hard to juggle, especially him, because he does have a lot on his plate. He's a freaking dad, father of 3, little ones, freaking MMA coach, has all this other stuff going on, of course.
The Karma show, the t-shirt promotion.
It stacks on.
Dude, I fucking spread myself nice and thin like that too, and that's why. No disrespect, Nick. I know we talked, but like you can't juggle 20 things and expect them all to hit, like just to keep staying in rotation. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
some might fall off for a little bit. You'll pick it up later, but
but kind of to your point, changing from the coaching mindset to the fighter's mindset. Fighter's mindset is you have to be selfish with your time. Because if you're not, you're going to give too much away and not have enough for you to train, eat properly, even be in the right mental space.
Yeah, because you tire yourself out. You know, there's like that social battery. Oh, yeah. You know, some people have a bigger battery than others, you know, but sometimes that social battery goes away like pretty quick, especially if you're in the coaching part. It's like, I hate people right now, you know?
Dude, it's so funny you say that, because we were talking about redemption card at Travis Dorge's 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. And, you know, there's, everybody in the community, a lot of what's up. And I'm like, I was so tired. I sparred earlier that day. I was just exhausted. And I'm like, I just want to fucking go to sleep. I don't want to talk to any of these fucking people. Even Crew Jones, he's like, I never see you like this.
Even though, because you also get an adrenaline jump too.
Yeah, but I'm sitting up there like waiting for the rules meeting to finish. I'm like, I don't fucking want to be here. I want to go take a nap in the car.
Yeah.
But like seeing people like that, and I'm like, I'm not even going to go up to them right now. It's like, fuck, I'm just going to sit right here. And it's like, I hate that feeling, but like, yes, like that. As a coach or as a fighter, it's even worse, because you have to be selfish with your time, like I was saying, but you have to focus on your job. Like, you focus on your opponent. Everything's...
Yeah.
Like, I tried to autonomize everything I could when I was in fight camp. Like, I know what I'm cooking right when I'm walking in the door. The oven's going on, fucking preheat. Boom, chicken's going in. When I'm coming out, I'm firing up some eggs, blah, 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 blah. Running down my fucking checklist. As soon as I get out of the shower, laundry starts going, you know what I mean? Like, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have had the time for everything else.
Right.
Like, if I took time out to just go hang out, or time out to go coach extra classes, because coaching takes a lot, especially like the fight team coach, because you're getting hit up by promoters.
Yeah.
You have to keep track of all these fight things. I talked to our team.
I don't even know that section of it, you know? I'm like that other coach, just a backup coach. Yeah. You know, I don't have to deal with the paperwork and stuff.
You're like a class coach, right? You're not the fight team coach. Yeah. But you can.
But that's added stress that I'm like, I totally forgot about it, because I don't have to deal with it.
Well, and not only that, like the daily, like, all right, I just had 3 fighters compete on, so I'm like, what time are you guys going to be in tonight for pads? You know, coordinating that. Okay, this time. Okay, this person's got to leave early. Oh, this person won't be there, but one of our coaches isn't also there. So I'm going to be holding pads, you know, alone, which is fine. But it's like, all right, so I need to sit there and structure that mentally. So there's a lot that goes into it, man. Like, fight team coach, there's a lot. And plus, you have to have all this lined up by the time they walk in, because now you're dealing with them and their mentality. And what I always say is, like, don't come at me with a bad day. Yeah. When you show up, like, you have to give me your best. Yeah. You can't count the cost. You can't be like, oh, I'm tired. Like, Nate, if you fucking listen to this, no disrespect, but like, if you got him, he did great in his smoker. Yeah. But he was doing jiu-jitsu like for almost 2 weeks. And I'm like, yo, no disrespect, but this is your very first time stepping in the cage. Wouldn't you know allot all of your time to what you're about to go do? I mean, that not everybody would make that call, because
like it didn't really change.
No, he started going more into, so like he started doing Muay Thai, and he got on the smoker, and then he started like wrestling or like doing jiu-jitsu a little bit here and there, and he started really liking it. So he started doing that more and more. I'm like, don't forget you're in fucking fight camp for a kickboxer.
Oh, see, that was going to be my question. Was it kickboxing or MMA? You said kickboxing.
Yeah.
Boy, Nate, you should have been doing kickboxing.
That's what I mean. And so that's actually what kept me out of getting into MMA, is because of the 4 years of of kickboxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, Muay Thai. Oh, these fights dropped out. Well, we got another one. So it's like, didn't really give me a chance to go back. And Marcelo was there Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I really should have. Yeah. Marcelo Alonso. Yeah. Right up over there. Legend. Man, what else do you want to cover, man?
That's pretty good, bro. It's pretty good. I enjoy talking to you now. Got
your fight coming up.
Yep, September 20th again. Koga, over that Tuela Casino. You can catch the tickets on Ticketmaster. Yeah. I don't know if they're up now, but yep.
You want to throw out your pro record on here, or let the people fucking dig for that themselves?
Just 2-2.
Just 2 and 2.
Just 2 and 2.
Don't say just. So this is one of my personal pet peeves.
Yeah.
You're high level, man. It ain't just anything. You ain't just JoJo.
This motherfucker be high motherfucker.
You go to Safeway, you ain't just a customer.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm like humble or whatever.
You are humble, but like, don't frame it that way.
Yeah.
Like when somebody says, "Oh, this is just something," I'm like, I take offense to that because like I won't ever say it. But like I try to be humble. I'm just like, like you just because I was in the management background and mental stuff and all that goes into that, and I'd read a ton of stuff about like how to frame certain things, like how to talk, like how to be a manager and shit like that, and little subtle things like that. People don't even realize they're doing it, but it gives away their position of where they think you are.
Yeah.
And if you do that to yourself, it's gonna say something like, "Oh, this person's like I'm just this." Now you might be displaying that as a tactic. Now fighters have this tactic.
I am.
They'll be like, "Oh, I'm just this. I'm just playing small.
I'm just 2 and 2, but just those 2 losses, small. You know, I'll run them back."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just so y'all know, those 2 losses, I'll run them back.
Yeah. Now, see, here's what I always say is like a fighter's not as good as their record typically.
No.
Fighter like that's how many performances they have so far. Like fighters like watch their training, watch how they are in the gym, and then watch their performances as well because it's all encompassed
for sure.
Into that. So.
For sure. And I was coming back from back-to-back fights.
Yep.
Again, I fought twice in 1 month, and like literally 2 weeks later, I did a boxing fight.
Yep.
I was trying to be active. Boom.
We were talking about that on the last podcast about a few weeks back. Which was dope. Yeah, check that one out. He goes over that in depth as well. Because fighting back to back, I was talking about there's a heavy fucking toll in that.
Recovery, weight management, especially weight. At least these ones were higher weight. They're 55, you know, but it forced me to keep on like not going above 165, you know.
Well, and it delays that recovery system that you need after a fight camp.
Yeah.
Because it's not just the fight. It's not just the damage. It's the damage you take the entire time. Like I always say.
My hands are killing me from that boxing fight.
I mean, anytime you get hit in the head, there's a recovery from that. And so like to not take time off and to go right back in, and there takes a lot of heart in that. Because how many people like crave, like, I need this time off. How many people have shit pile up outside of fighting in real life?
I'm one of them.
That you need. Well, no, that's every fighter. Yeah. Like that balance, like I gotta take time off to fucking get that balance back.
Yeah.
And it's true, and that's why, like I said, when I was in fight camp, I'd try to like autonomize everything. I'd walk in the door, shower's getting turned on, and so is the oven. The chicken's going in. By the time I'm getting out, chicken's coming out, laundry's going in. But I would wake up and do the exact same thing. And I used to say the alarm clock was my starter's pistol. So I'd be like, bing, and I'd be out of it, and I'd be like, all right, I gotta get this, and this, and it's off to the gym.
Yeah.
No time though. Good. There's no time.
Right.
No time to waste. If you guys got as fighters, and you want to take it seriously, you don't have time to waste.
Yeah.
None.
Facts. I'm going to class early today after this talk. Like, yeah.
You're a coach too. Come on. I'm talking
a coach too, but I'm gonna go on a run or something. I'm gonna do some bad work before I start class.
That's my dog.
You know?
Yeah. Cool, I'd love to say the same, but I'm gonna get this podcast uploaded to make sure other people can sit here and learn.
Appreciate it.
Coach time.
Shout out to Team Synergy. Shout out to Karma Combat. Karma Supply. To my homies, all my teammates. Let's get this working. This year is gonna be our year, and I'm excited for it.
Shout out to Nick. I need a hat like that to match the gray or the yellow and black lumberjack.
Hey, he got some new hats coming out too. Need a hat to match. You be seeing his some shorts are coming out too.
He sends me everything. I can't.
Sorry to stay with it, dude.
Here's time out. Real quick, Nick. Love you, dog. But if I filled my feed with everything you sent me, I would have to work for you because I'd be like, oh, it's all Karma Supply. Oh, it's like 80%. Like I post one thing a day, he posts like 19. I'm like, like this dude works for Nick. Like, sorry, I love you, but like, keep sending them. I'll post them, but I can't do them all. Like other people send me shit too. But it's non-affiliates, so I don't post shit. But no, like if I'm like, yo, send me stuff, I'll reshare it. Then I will. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So, like,
same, dude. Same.
Send me your shit for Koga.
Will do.
As soon as you got a flyer, I'll put that up. Lastly, shout out to my team. Soy City Muay Thai, Sri Suk Muay Thai, Vital Jiu-Jitsu and Fife. Let's talk about my crew Yai, Brian Jones Jr. My crew Yai can beat up their crew Yai. Anybody's crew Yai.
No, it's not.
No, there was a joke that we were saying is like, there was some talks with Sarab about like a crew Yai versus crew Yai fight. And I was like, I'll make the t-shirts.
Dude, that's some little kid sensei. I've done that before with my
crew Yai will beat up your crew Yai. But no, because like Crew Jones is like 7-time North American Muay Thai champion. Like I need to get his credentials down. But like,
have you ever seen your crew fight? Other than video?
No, but I should have been there to corner the night he got his knee blown out. It's his very first MMA fight. But I fucking had to learn as a beginner against him in fight camp.
Oh. Because it's crazy, because I was just talking about this to one of my buddies, Patrick Mendiola from Judo. And he's like, have you ever seen your sensei fight? I'm like, no, I never seen Sensei Ben fight. I'm like, have you ever seen Sensei Jason fight or Sensei Byron? They're like, nope. Like crazy. But we have our judo students watching us compete, you know, which is pretty cool.
It is,
but like, I wish I saw my sensei compete. Because you see your coach, your crew, like, he's a badass. He's a badass. My Sensei Ben's a badass. Sensei James, I wish I saw him compete. But Sensei Ben is the one I first started with and kicked my ass all the time. I count on, like, one hand how many times I threw him.
Do you think that's because the amount of younger people getting into this, especially kids getting into the sport, is a lot more? Because I mean, you think karate and the Karate Kid era. You know what I mean? Everyone's trying to do karate or taekwondo and like the.
But there wasn't many like kids in jiu-jitsu back then.
No.
One funny story.
Our kid class is huge. On
Canyon Road, right? Because Marcelo and Bushicon was there, so it mixed together. I forgot what days was which, but I remember I was turning 13 or just turned 13, and my dad was like, oh well, now you could do chokes in judo because in 13 that's when you could do chokes.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, okay, well let's go see how much this is for like Marcelo's, and we go in there, and dude, I'm still a short baby face round kid, you know. Yeah. And Marcelo sees me, and the group is just all adults. And my dad's like, hey, how much is this coming in? And Marcelo looks at me, he's like, he's too little, too small. Maybe come back in the next year.
He's so nice about it though.
But he was like, sorry, no. Yeah. Not this kid.
You too small, you come back next time. I love Marcelo, dude. He's like great.
But dude, that hurt me too as a little kid, because I'm like, man. But then I saw the crowd. But I also competed with like adults too when after 13 and stuff.
I always think about like, don't take no for an answer. Like find your way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So here you are.
Yeah. Funny, that happened, and then like my dad's coworker, Sensei James, who's actually one of the head coaches over here.
I've heard you talk about him.
And he opened up, he had a gym over there. It was in Port Orchard in the beginning, teaching jiu-jitsu. And I was like, okay, cool. And I go there with James. I was like 12 or 13. And I trained there. And then 16 years later, here I am still with him. It opened up an avenue for something else, you know, not just jiu-jitsu. Now I got MMA, now I got boxing, now I got all this. So that, maybe him saying no, you know, like, just drove me into a different avenue. It's crazy.
There's
16 years later, I'm here.
So there's so many like serendipitous stories through martial artists that I'm finding out. Because like mine's very like that too. I'm like, oh, you know, I never wanted to do, or I always wanted to do it. Yeah. And then by the time it was like right in front of me, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do that. And then I fell into it basically, and then here I am like with the same guy that day one person, like literally was coaching me from day one.
Not many people have that, man.
Not many, but
that's good.
If you look at like the public, how many people even have a mentor, somebody to follow, a leader, somebody that they can trust? Not even talking about like, oh, I can follow this guy. No, somebody that you know you can trust as a leader, as a mentor. And I always say, just because you're an adult does not mean you don't need a mentor. As an adult, you still need a mentor, somebody to teach you, somebody to learn from.
For sure. That's why I'm so big in kids class, dude.
And that gives mentor. The next generation that like,
because these
my
kids,
mentor has a mentor.
Right. And these kids, you know, they're still young enough to have different avenues. Like, hey, who knows? You could be coaching an Olympian, you know, for something, you know, and they're gonna have some type of
Nobel Prize winner, but they could have the resilience that they learned from you to get there.
Yeah, you know, they had a cool mentor. I think I'm a cool teacher.
I think you're a cool teacher, and I never even fucking learned from you. I'm not trying to get thrown head over feet fucking by a judo master though.
That's also big on like teaching like that to like the students, or being a mentor, you know, for those people to look up to, and also hopefully take that position, because I'm the only black belt from my sensei from judo, from Bushikan, that still teaches. Damn. You know, or that started and taught. I pretty much took Yushido Dojo and is teaching it, you know. That's
funny. So I always said I was first student under Master Sauhin when he came over. Was the first one to actually complete his entire program that is unique to him. So he's essentially like a belting system in Muay Thai. We do it by the prajats, the armbands. But I completed the entire thing and then became coach under that, you know, or trainer, crew, whatever you want to call it. But first one to actually complete that program. So it has that kind of...
Because I had some teammates that fall out, purple belts, brown belts, orange belts, you know?
Exactly.
Growing up. And...
but then they can always look at you. So think about those people. Like,
they sometimes come back. I see they like come back a little bit sometimes.
I look at like social media though, like, because remember, like these people are probably around when you were younger and going to school or whatever. Yeah. And so maybe now they know you on social media, like, oh, JoJo stuck with it. He's still, now he's teaching, he's coaching, you know. And that's, as long as you don't stop that, that's gonna, as you, hopefully not for a long time, but once you decide to stop competing, you're going to have the avenue to coach. You're going to have all the credentials you're going to need. You know, and then you're going to be able to, not that you don't already, but you're going to be able to go and invest all your time into that. And hopefully, because of the credentials, you'll not have to worry about like a day job once that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm hoping for, dude.
I think that's what we all are. Because martial arts, man, coaching, that shit don't really pay much.
No.
You got to be like gym owner. And even then, it's tough, man. That's a job all in itself.
Right.
I just described all the things I had to do as a fight team coach. You know?
Right. There's more to it. So
it's an entire lifestyle.
I appreciate all the coaches that ever coached me, even in and out. You were there for a little bit of time. Taught me just a little something that I took away from. Appreciate all those people, you know.
Yeah, man.
As you should. Even if they became a bad apple or something. Still appreciate you in a way.
Yep. I mean, people are complex, and you can't force people to be the way that you would want them to be. So
still love y'all.
All love.
All love. But thank you, man, for having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you for coming back on. Let's go ahead and finish this out. Any last shout outs? No,
I think I got you. I think I got everybody. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I'll shout you out some other time. All right, but thank you again.
Oh, lastly, got 10 kicks, Stanley and Johnson, and maybe somebody else coming on Sunday. So
there we go.
Tune into the next podcast. I'll throw up a flyer on the next one. Check this one out. Should drop by 4 p.m. All right,
sweet. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, that was